You found your way back to the IntenseSequence channel, or maybe it's your first time you've succumbed yourself to this. Enjoy, either way. Today we're here to talk about and address the ultimates in Ramen. Ramen is called RAWMEN Food Fighter Arena by Epic Games. It's free to play. It's been out for about a month. Today, when we're going over the ultimates, that's only up to this point. There may be future ultimates after the development of this video. So first things first, if there's anything that I miss when I'm reviewing the ultimates, feel free to comment, share, add, disagree, agree. This is my personal opinion and my personal experience, either having been under attack from the ultimates, playing the ultimates solo, or on a team. The point of this is for you to enjoy, to at least help you get started if you're new here, or just to find a new point of view if you are already on that leaderboard. Enjoy! I use a PS4 controller in this game, which you will hear quite often in all my videos, or if you ever play with me. But for the purpose of this video, I will be using my mouse, so you'll see my cursor moving along. I'm just not as talented as everybody else using the keyboard and mouse during gameplay. So I'm going to refer to the top here as the ribbon. When you're looking for your ultimate, which ultimate do I have? How can I change my ultimate? You're going to find it listed under Customize. When you open Customize, there will be a few other options here at the top. Ultimates is so big, it has its own tab right here. When you click on that, you're going to see that I have quite a few unlocked already. If you're just starting out, you're going to see a lot of these keys and the number that it costs to unlock them. So we're going to start here with the first, the Jawbreaker. This, of course, is going to be one that many start out with. And so with this one, as you can see in the video, when you're able to level up, you are able to use your ultimate by surviving long enough for it to build from 0 to 100, which you'll find in the center of your screen towards the bottom during gameplay. You'll start at 0, you'll see it work up to the 50s, 88, all the way up to 99 when you're holding your breath, not to get killed, so that you can hit that button and release your ultimate. On my controller, I have to push in the joystick. It's different, obviously, for everybody else. So when that time comes, that's when you want to release your ultimate. With the Jawbreaker, the advantage is that you may be facing somebody in front of you and you're able to hit that no matter what they have, no matter what they're using, you're going to destroy them right here. One of the disadvantages is that it only lasts so long. If you happen to hit it at the wrong time or accidentally and nobody's near you, you're kind of just going crazy in circles for no reason until you are able to work up your next ultimate. So we'll move on to the next one, Team Shield. I don't have this one unlocked. I haven't purchased this one or in-game purchased with the keys, the Boolean keys, but it is wonderful to have for a few reasons. And there's also a disadvantage, which I'll share. So a lot of these ultimates are going to play effect if you are playing solo. They're going to have an impact, a greater impact if you're playing solo, or they're going to have a greater impact if you're on a team that you chose to be on. So if you have friends and you're gaming up and you're telling each other who to, who pick the, be this ultimate, be this one, it's nice to delegate the ultimates or divvy them out and for someone to be the Team Shield. The Team Shield solo is a good option. You may be in the middle of a battle and you might want to have this on so that you can obviously protect yourself and shield yourself as well as your team. However, you're not really destroying anybody and you might want to be working towards those kills just depending on how you look at it. The leaderboard now, as of today, is going based off of wins. So it is beneficial to make sure that your team is armed and ready and shielded properly so that you can clutch that win. But if you're playing solo, I personally am not a fan of this one because I like a little bit more chaos. But it's a very friendly, selfless option to have, and especially if you're on a team, it's obviously very beneficial. Moving on, and so now these are going to be where we start to see the ultimates cost a few more. I just happen to have these unlocked. The Massive Meteor. I see this here and there, not everywhere. And as you can see in an example such as this image being shown is during Claim Chowder, one of the mini games where you want to earn points by staying in that specific arena. If it's getting dominated, you're not able to get in there, you can find yourself somewhere up high, time it right, hit that button, drop the meteor straight on everyone, get them out of there, reclaim your zone. However, again, depending on the map, depending on the minigame that's chosen, it might be beneficial, it might just be pure luck that it's going to fall where you need it to fall, or that others might not hear that sound and shield up or get away. So that brings me to a point that I haven't yet shared, that these ultimates that you select prior to gameplay, you can change, and I'll show you, you can change at the last few seconds once you see your team and before you go into the minigame. However, once the minigame gets revealed, you're no longer able to change your ultimate based on the map that you've seen, based on the minigame that you're playing. So again, you're no longer able to change the ultimate that you've selected prior to seeing the map and prior to seeing the minigame that's been selected. You're only able to select your ultimate up to that point. It would be an advantage, of course, to change your ultimate based on that, but it does leave it to be a bit more fun. It also makes sense if you're on a team why you might want to have a variety of different ultimates. So moving on, this is my personal favorite. This is the one I see most commonly used. It's called Ultimate Mimes. As in the picture that's indicated here, you don't need to have perfect aim like myself. They can be dispersed and they also move a little bit, kind of frightening, but so much fun, so much fun. So obviously the advantage here, again, is you don't have to have perfect aim. You can be in a claim zone. This would be a great way to guard the zone. You might be getting that meatball and you might be having everyone chase you, and this is a good way to stop them. Or if you want to protect your teammate who is taking the meatball to the goal, this is a good way to stop folks in their tracks. The disadvantage that I've run into is that I will accidentally sometimes press buttons and I will accidentally release this at a very weird spot in the map, because some of the maps are small, some of the maps are rather large, or I might accidentally release it in a spot where there was a lot of activity, and because of the size of the map or the layout of the map, no one's going to run into this and they're just eventually going to disperse. Another disadvantage is that if somebody has one of the other ultimates, they can come in and destroy these. So there are a few ways, you know, that people can get around that. However, I still feel, for me, at my skill level, that the pros outweigh the cons. It's my personal favorite. The Ultimate Battle Buddy is a personal favorite of quite a few others that I've seen. It might even be just as popular. I'm just not as skilled in using this one because I don't tend to stay alive long enough for all of the advantages to play out. So your Battle Buddy is just that. It's able to battle on your behalf. There is an item you're able to pick up where you can piggyback on a player. This is ultimately a piggyback bot who's going to have perfect aim if anybody's around. If you should happen to die in the middle of that match, it'll still go on for a bit trying to get those around you as well. Another huge advantage. The only really disadvantage that I find is that I just don't tend to get as many kills when I have this because I'm just not that good. But, you know, if you are, it's a lot of fun for a lot of people. All right, this one right here, we'll just let you, you know, phonetically put in the comments how I'm supposed to pronounce that. I tried this one out. Super creepy, but I do enjoy it. And I've discovered that there is a way for people to get out of it. So one of the advantages here, of course, is that when it comes down, it's going to find your opponents. You don't have to be within range of them. You don't have to hope that they run into them. Your battle buddy doesn't have to go searching with them. It is just going to oogly eye from the sky and zoom out down with fear on them. It starts out blue. As their shield and their health goes down, it turns to red. So advantage here, again, just shared, but one of the disadvantages is that as their health is declining, I mean, it's a win-win, depends on how you look at it, but your teammate may be able to also use their Wrath or a weapon and throw it against, you know, one of your opponents who is under attack and kind of getting stunned by this. So you may not get credit for that kill ultimately. However, you did contribute to your team. It just kind of depends on how you look at it. The leaderboard is based overall on wins, but it is just fun sometimes to also be the one that has the most kills in a game, just saying. There you go. Has some pros, has some cons. A con that hasn't been mentioned is that although the cracker shields, as you see here, don't do anything, you are sort of able to use whatever map you're in to your advantage and maybe hide behind a tree, or there is a way, I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's just a secret that you're able to find to kind of break free from being stunned. by that scary eyeball. And then lastly, we have this Barata Barrage. I haven't used it yet. I can purchase it. I'm just kind of waiting to see what else comes out because I don't have as great of a aim. Again, it would be excellent if it was a claim zone, if it was a battle broth and everyone's sort of in that same area. It looks like you need decent aim, doesn't have to be perfect aim. I can definitely see many, many advantages to it. I'm just personally waiting to see what other ultimates will come out whenever they come out. Again, the game has only been around for about a month for public use, at least as of this time. So if you've used this one, let me know what you think of it, what you feel the advantages and disadvantages are. Comment below. One thing to mention is that when you are going to view or change your ultimates, don't forget to be conscious of your clicks and the buttons that you select or don't select. If I wasn't paying attention, one that maybe I didn't want to use, I am now utilizing. Sometimes as you're viewing, even though you've clicked on something, you thought you selected it, might be a bug, might just be me, user error, let me know, but it won't actually stay populated. I have to sometimes kind of go back and double check and make sure that I did select that I hit done. And then another way to just ensure that you did that, I'm gonna do a quick play just to show you that there is an option to change it kind of last minute or just to double check your selection. So it's finding a match, we'll let it do its work. Okay, so we found a match, but you can see here that you can either change the ultimate, so you can click it, make sure you have the one you want, select it, go back, or you can just confirm that you do have the one that you intended to select. This is actually a great one to have once you're kind of claiming the zone. If you're not able to get in that zone, it's okay. Do not worry. You may still be able to use it to your advantage. You see that number here, down here in the middle? See how it's at 6, now it's at 8. It's calling me right now. Oh, here it is. All right, ultimate power in the claim zone right here. Wha-bam. Look at you. If you can endure all of that, you can definitely endure the chaos in ramen. Find me, hit me up on Twitch, link down below there in the description. Don't forget to comment, share, or like, and feel free to add again if there's anything that I missed. Have a great day.